personally worry about the state of anyone else's soul but my own.
I feel sorry for folks that the sum total of their religion is a list of do's and don'ts and what's good and bad. That's...
If I do it just so, I'll come out perfect. And
I don't think it... it's not about a relationship. It's about following the rules and avoiding certain things.
Making sure they look good on Sunday when they walk into the church.
Yeah. Just, Uncle Cloyd, I think, and Aunt Martha were two of the finest Christian people I've ever known in my whole life.
Well, preach at you.
And
hit you up, bang you upside the head with a Bible.
They never really concerned themselves about what you did or did not do. All they concerned themselves about was, are you right with the Lord?
Yeah.
I
don't even worry about that with most people.
Do you understand?
I figure it's their business. It's almost like, asking somebody if they're a homosexual.
Yeah. Well,
I could care less what you do in your own bedroom.
It was Grandpa's, it was Uncle Cloyd's and Aunt Martha's, especially Uncle Cloyd. It was his mission in life once he was saved. Yeah. That was the first thing he would talk to a stranger about. Yeah. Was asking if they had been saved. And he did it so naturally.
Well, that's the thing. You have to be able to do it naturally.
He did it so naturally. It wasn't forced. It was just like breathing for him. And I've met so few people that were that way.
Mm-hmm. It's not like they knock on your door with a funny suit on and shiny shoes and, shove a track in your hand, Yeah. Do you know where you're going to go tonight if you die?
No.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, in a coffin, maybe? I'm kidding.
But they came out of the church. Yeah. They were in a Baptist church there in Enid. And they've got a long list of what's good and evil, and they didn't feel comfortable with that. And their pastor at the time was a fellow by the name of Fred Hanna. And he started preaching just a pure gospel. Mm-hmm. No dogma, no list of things to do and things to not do. And it's so...
No ABCs?
No.
XYZs?
No.
1, 2, 3?
And it's so...
Oh, no.
It's so captivating.
But how can I be a Christian?
His congregation that they left the denomination and became a self-supporting church. The Washington Avenue Church. It was Washington Avenue Baptist. And that became Washington Avenue. And Fred Hanna published little pamphlets and things, and it was basically righteousness by faith. And that was the sum total of his message. And from that time on, that was what Cloyd and Martha believed. And of course, that was at the same time that my parents were getting involved in the Adventist church.
Sorry, I'm getting pictures of him sniffing at my toes down there, messing with me.
He started sniffing my toe last night and jumping back.
Oops, I took a picture. I do that a lot with this camera. I hit the picture thing, whatever it is. I don't know. It's easy to mess up, and I don't like the way this goes.
Does it have a memory card in it?
It takes a picture on the film.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, you could sit there and snap pictures all day.
Because I thought it had a memory card slot with the pictures on it.
Did you go over and see her? Oh, he's taking a drink, isn't he? So it's called a witch, John.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I'm just, I think there is energy in things, and of course it's being proven by science now. I think there's energy in everything,
But I don't worship it.
No, but I can feel it. It affects me. I'm a human being.
Just because you don't worship it doesn't mean you have to deny it.
Yeah.
It's either worship or deny.
Yeah.
And there doesn't.
And there
doesn't seem to be any middle ground.
And the thing is, with tarot and with all of that, most of the time the cards only lead me into a direction, and I just let my mind see pictures that are in my head. I don't know. It's just a way to think. And if I was sitting there as a psychologist with book learning, you know what I mean? And I was instead of using the tarot or anything like that in order to guide someone, or counsel someone.
$50 for 50 minutes.
Well, the thing is, if I was counseling them that way, Christians would say, "Oh, well, it's just a psychologist." Most of them, unless their church happened to have a dogma that said psychiatry is evil. But
some churches do.
Yeah, they do. But that's all dogma.
Unless you go to a Christian therapist.
Yeah. And if the Christian therapist brought out tarot cards, what would happen? I don't know. Just that whole thing is such foolishness. The first thing that I did a long time ago when I decided I wanted to be honest about my Christianity was I threw out every bit of dogma. Everything that I can identify as scripturally sound, that it was really there. It really says that. Then I threw it out. You can't dance. Oh, really? Why did all the Hebrews dance around and, okay. Dog! Jesus! What the hell was that?
What was that all about?
What? He jumped over here, and I don't know. I think he stepped on his own bone there.
Yeah.
Scared me to death, dog.
He's scared, Mom.
Look at his tail. When he gets scared, his tail gets all curled up.